Are you afraid of the things that you don't know? Because that's quite human, that's quite natural, actually. But what's more scary than not knowing something, or you think that you know a lot of stuff, and everything that you do know, everything that was taught to you, all those bricks of knowledge that you stacked up since you were a child from your parents, from your teachers at school, from your environments in the streets, or your environment wherever. You picked up all that knowledge and culture, if you want to call it that, and it was all lies. The whole thing was lies. And so when it comes crumbling down, you don't know what to do. And when you become afraid, you withdraw into denial. You start attacking people around you in denial. We seem to think that most people walking around on this planet have got their shit together. They've got it all together. Most people on this planet are afraid. They're afraid to even challenge or question the authority on every matter, because the answers which are convenient are the answers. It's the path of least resistance to you is what you're gonna take. Your life is busy. When you relaxing, there's no time to understand or contemplate on value, like real value. And there's a reason when bad things are happening in society, when crimes are being committed, when children are becoming sick at younger and younger ages. So when all these things happen, we say, well, there's a reason for it. It's modernity. Not everyone's gonna make it. And that's true. Not everyone was supposed to make it anyway. People forget that life is actually quite brutal and quite harsh. Most of us ain't even supposed to be alive. Most of us weren't even supposed to make it out the womb. In nature, the way nature intended it, most of us were supposed to be dead and long forgotten, washed away. Most of our mothers would have been killed too, just trying to give birth to us. And now there's just humans infested, you could say, the planet, walking around like they owed some shit. Like, hey, where's my piece of the pie? Where's my slice of the cake? Where's my rights? Right? And that's cool. I understand that because you're here now. But what are the rights you're asking for? What kind of rights do you want? You want the right and the freedom to be able to intoxicate yourself whenever you want? That's cool. People fight for financial equality. A lot of people think that financial equality is going to fix things, like the inequality, like the choices people make in their lifestyle around their health. People seem to think that having more money means that you're going to make better health choices. And that's a fallacy, because although that may be true, I chose this way. I chose the path that I have. I had to make a choice. And I know people with a lot more money than me making stupid choices and putting, little chicken nuggets in their kids' mouths, and like sugar and potato chips by the time they're like 3 years old. I saw a kid, like a 5-year-old kid, walking around alone in the streets the other day, drinking a big Monster Energy drink or whatever it was. I wasn't even surprised. And I think his little brother came around the corner. He was like 9, and he pulled a vape out of his pocket. He's looking around him, making sure no one's watching while he's hitting his vape. So you have to understand that the course of human progress is great. Yeah, we don't realize sometimes when we see these things, we don't realize that the course of human civilization is developing. Things are becoming profoundly advanced. Technology is ridiculously expansive and powerful. The innovation is unprecedented. And so, yes, things are getting better, but for who are they getting better for, right? Who's using all this advanced tech and all these medical interventions and things? Who's using them, right? And who's using these little vapes and energy drinks and stuff, right? And so, like, just to give you an example, so I get tired just talking about this stuff, because it's my whole like life lens. It's the way I see the world, and for me to communicate this to you, it feels like there's some deep sadness and sorrow. The fact that I have to explain this shit to people and they still look at me dumbfounded. They're looking at me like, huh? I don't get it. What's the message here? The message here is, who's gonna save the fucking world? People are completely, entirely in submission to a group of corporations directing governments around the world when to jump, when to eat, when to shit, when to pee, right? Like that. So, human intervention without conflict of interest is necessary. Normal human intervention is not warranted. It need specific type of human intervention. So sit tight. Let's get through this one day at a time.